Pray for more NGOs like eVidyaloka should evolve in all districts to give quality education for underserved classrooms in rural urban India by digital education movements with volunteers. The journey of eVidyaloka began in 2011 with a simple purpose: to ensure that children in rural India have access to quality education. Starting with just 36 government schools, the initiative set out to close the learning gap and create new opportunities by leveraging technology and the internet. Founded by two tech professionals, it has grown into a powerful movement. Today, eVidyaloka reaches 952 schools across 17 states, touching 514 villages. Over 70,000 volunteers, 60 grassroots NGO partners, 110 corporates providing volunteers, and 80 corporates contributing through donation have powered the mission forward. eVidyaloka model is connecting passionate volunteer teachers from around the world to underserved classrooms in rural India. This improved literacy by 30% and school completion has risen to 95% compared to the national average of 85%. India's schooling system has made remarkable progress on access. Cross enrollment at primary level is close to 100%. But the annual status of education report has reportedly highlighted the deeper crisis: poor learning outcomes. Many children in grade 5 can't read a grade 2 text or solve basic division problems. Children are often present in classrooms, but learning does not happen, says Brinda Purnabragna, CEO of eVidyaloka. That gap between enrollment and learning is what we are here to bridge. The reasons are systemic. Rural schools struggle to attract qualified teachers, especially in remote locations where infrastructure is poor. Salaries are low and growth opportunities are limited. Teachers are often asked to double up as administrator and manage multiple classes at once. It was against this backdrop that eVidyaloka was born. Back in 2011, Venkataraman Sriraman and Satish Vishwanathan, who tech professionals, visited Thenur, a remote village in Tamil Nadu. The contrast was glaring: a bustling school filled with children but no teachers to guide them. eVidyaloka is not based on some sob story or a personal incident, Sriraman says. It emerged from the sheer intent to see if technology can solve a complex social issue. The duo experimented with connecting remote teachers to classroom via modest 256 kbps internet line. The results surprised them. Despite skepticism about connectivity, the enthusiasm and commitment of both teachers and students made it work, they recall. That pilot grew into what is now one of India's most significant volunteer-driven digital education movements. In 2019, Brinda Purnapragana, then a senior banker, made a bold pivot to the social sector. For me, education is the most powerful equalizer, she says. I wanted to be part of a solution that was scalable and sustainable. As CEO, she has since helped institutionalize operations, streamline partnership, and scale Vidyaloka reach. Under her leadership, the NGO has expanded to 952 schools across 17 states, teaching in 10 Indian languages. The way a digital classroom comes together is both intricate and deceptively simple. eVidyaloka begins by identifying schools in aspirational districts, often those that are starved of teachers. Its team works with block education officer and district administrator to assess requirements, everything from teachers shortage to enrollment patterns, infrastructure, usually in the form of television screen, project or tablets, is shipped to the school. Connectivity is tested and approvals secured. Once the physical setup is complete, the human piece falls into place. Volunteers, teachers are drawn from pool of over 70,000 people who have signed up to give their time. Only 1 in 5 applicants make the cut, since the organization screens carefully for qualities like patience and perseverance. We focus on people with natural teacherness in their NDA, says Sri Raman. At the school end, a local class assistant ensures everything runs smoothly. These assistants, who earn between 6,000 to 8,000 a month, are far more than mere facilitators. They maintain discipline in classroom, nudge parents to send children back during harvest season or festivals, and anchor the community trust. Attrition among them is remarkably low. The churn in terms of our class assistant is hardly 5%. Once committed, they stay. Purna Pragna notes. Volunteers, teachers develop genuine emotional care for the child even through a virtual medium. The emotions are not lost, says Sri Raman. The diversity of the volunteer base is astonishing. Homemakers, students, professionals and retirees all sign up. Even a NASA scientist who teaches grade 7 at midnight to align with Indian school timing. Volunteers teach from everywhere, even from operation theatres or while on bed rest, Sri Raman says. Running a digital school costs about 2.8 lakhs a year or 28,000 per child. As Purna Pragna often says, it takes just about the cost of 1 cup of tea to educate a child. Funding comes largely from CSR, which makes up 80% of the pool, with the remaining 20% drawn from retail donors. Many corporates begin with employee volunteering before scaling into large partnership. Our biggest strength is our volunteer base, which keeps operational cost low and impact high. Despite its success, eVidyaloka is not without hurdles. Government approvals too can be uneven. Some states have embraced the model enthusiastically, while others remain hesitant. Manipur we had to move out of, but Assam and Jharkhand have been very welcoming, notes a team member. Yet the commitment of both children or volunteers sustains the project. One of the most promising shifts in recent years has been closer collaboration with state governments. Uttar Pradesh has become the marquee example where eVidyaloka footprint expanded tenfold within a year. Crucially, the model does not display government teachers. Our model complements them. Explain Sri Raman. Volunteers are physically absent, unpaid and focused on subjects that need reinforcement. Policy endorsement have also lent momentum. The Prime Minister's 2015 appeal for citizen volunteers have legitimacy to our model, he adds. But even as technology becomes central, Purna Pragna is clear where the heart of the mission lies. The technology is an enabler, but the heart of eVidyaloka is human connection. Education is the most powerful equalizer. If we can get this right, we can change the trajectory of millions of children in India. Bible talks about digital education movements by volunteers in Philippians chapter 4 verse 14 and 16. However, you have done well in that you shared in my trouble, that is rural education. For even to Thessalonica you send volunteers again and again for my need, that is education. Amen.